Hello everyone, today I will be showing you how to do your own eyeshadow palettes with glitter and glittery pigments. This is my eyeshadow palette that I made previously. I made 2 of them and I will be showing you both. Now these little tin little palettes are 36 mm, the ones that I did previously, but the ones I will show you on this video are 26 mm, which are smaller. One of the main reasons why I did them smaller is because it does take a lot of hand movement to mix the glitter with the liquid. So since right now I can't with my hands, I wanted to just make it easier on myself and make a smaller palette. But I will be showing you how pigmented they are, and when you do get a little sample, you just barely dab it and rub it around just a little bit. You don't need much, especially for the pigment ones. You don't need much, but they are pretty pigmented. When you do apply glitter on your eyes, I personally apply glitter glue and then I pat it in my eye. I don't use a brush or I don't use any kind of sponge. It's just easier, more pigmented, and the glitter stays on better and it does not fall out. So it's your choice, but the glitter glue I do use is e.l.f. glitter glue. It was $1, but I think they raised it up to $2 now. It's really hard to find in store, but Target does sell it. I think Walmart might sell it, but online it's more than $5 to $7. So it is a great glitter glue. It works perfectly for me, and that's how I apply my pigments. And I do use my finger. It's just easier, better. And as you can see, this little blue one, the way that it's cut, it's 0.004. So those cut glitters are bigger, they're chunkier, so you're gonna see more transparent, more see-through light coming in. As you can see, the other ones are finer glitters, so they're just gonna shine even more. Now I'll be showing you the glitters I will be using. I will be using glitter Bordeaux, which is a really pretty red glitter from tkbtrading.com. I will be using this holographic glitter. I will also be using, and they are 2.5 grams each. It's more than enough. I can probably make 2 or 3 palettes out of these glitters. This is a really pretty purple. This is a more fuchsia red, and it is 0.004 squares. So this one is going to have little peaks in between. So you might want to have a color eyeshadow underneath as a base. But you see how this one's a lot more finer. The finer, the smaller the glitter is, the more it shines, the less peekaboos they'll have, and the more noticeable it will be. Just showing you all the different colors. This is Water Star, or Water in the Star. And then this one comes in a little package, Fairy Tale Collection. It's its own collection, and they are 2.5 each grams. But I just wanted to show you that these are more flaky. They are more pigment in it with the glitter. The other ones are pure glitter. These have pigment. These are actually really pretty, but I had a fear that they'll be this is a rose gold, it's so pretty, but I did have a feeling they'll be flaky and flake off, and it sort of did that. So for this one, you just have to make sure you grab a little at a time to put it on your eye. I will be using this alcohol. This one's 70%. You can use any alcohol you want. This is the one I had in hand. I got this one from a beauty store, so you're welcome to get one from Target, Walmart, wherever you choose. I will be using this pressed tile. This is the one that you press down the actual pigments and glitters into the pan. And these are the little tin pans that I will be using. These are the 26 mm. Smaller than the ones I use, but you know what, it's gonna make it easier for me. But you can use any size, and you honestly just put the press tile and you press down with your hands, and that is how you get that flat, nice surface of the glitter. Now this is the palette that I chose. It's a lot smaller, and it does have 12 little tin holes, so all the little tins can go in there. They fit perfectly snug right in. They are magnetic, so it clicks right in and they won't pop out even if you toss it. I've thrown, well, I didn't throw mine, but I've dropped mine and it's still intact. I will be using this flat side cuticle pusher to do the mixing, but I do end up switching to a toothpick. It just makes it easier since they are smaller tin pans. I will be using this bowl. You need a small mixing bowl. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. And I will be using the syringe that I had from my kids' medicine. I don't use it for that no more. I keep it specifically for this. I will be doing 3 mLs. Now this is my Mix Press It binder. This is the only liquid other than alcohol that you will need to mix your glitters and pigments. It is also from tkbtrading.com. Now the reason why I love this one is because the video that I seen that I will link down below, for this it will not mold. So your eyeshadows will last a long time. They will not mold, they will not expire. I only use that much to make those other two palettes, as you can see. Now I see people that use glycerin and they use aloe vera, but those two have expiration dates, so mold can come out of them. But using just this with alcohol, you will not get mold, so they will last a long time. When I first got this palette for the other two palettes that I have, I realized that the little holes on there are specifically to pop out the little tints, so you can change whenever you choose. Now I will be using 3 ml of alcohol, and I will be putting that amount into the bowl. And just be very careful, because when you shoot it out, it's gonna go everywhere, so you might want to use your fingers to slowly press down. After I do the 3 ml of alcohol, I will be doing the same amount of glycerin, 3 ml of glycerin, and I will put the little syringe in there. Now after mixing it, I wanted to see how many little tins I can make out of the liquid, and I realized that I'll probably make 6 or less, so I just doubled the amount. I did another 3 ml of alcohol and another 3 ml of the binder. You want to make sure to fully clean your syringe needle before going back into the alcohol, because you do not want to cross-contaminate it since you already put it in the binder. I am now showing you this beautiful gold I will be doing. This is the first color I will be doing. And I will be using half a teaspoon to do my measurements. You can use a regular tablespoon or a spoon, anything that you wish. You're going to measure it either way. The first thing I will be doing is grabbing some liquid with my syringe, and then I will applying it. Now I will spill everywhere, so you got to be very gentle. I apply it to fill the whole bottom layer, just to cover the whole bottom. As soon as I do the whole bottom, I will be applying a little bit of glitter with the half teaspoon. Little by little. You never put a whole amount, because it will just be harder to mix with the glitter. Sometimes I did become a little impatient, especially with the bigger ones, and I filled the whole tin pan with the liquid, and then I just applied a whole tablespoon of glitter and mixed it. It just seemed a little faster sometimes, but if you do want an even coat of glitter when you tap on it and put it on your eye, I suggest doing little by little. So mix your glitter and then see the consistencies, make sure that it's blended well. Add a little bit more glitter, mix that. Once it's a little too dry, then you add more liquid, and if it's too liquidy, you add more glitter, and so on and so forth, until you get a nice little mix where it's still soft and smooth, but not to the point where you tilt the pan and it comes right off. Here I did switch to a toothpick. It was just becoming a little bit more tricky with the cuticle pusher, because it is bigger, so it's bulkier, and it just took the glitter from left to right and out of the pan easier. So with the toothpick, it just works smoother. But I usually fill up the glitter about, don't overflow it, but fill it up as high as you can, because once you do press them, they will condense. They will go down and be pressed down together, so they will flatten out a lot. And that is why you want to make sure you add as much glitter as possible, just because when you do press them down, they compact, and you just want to get the most out of it. You don't want to add too little glitter and more liquid, and then when you do get a sample of it or try it on your eye, it's going to be very patchy. Now I am literally grabbing it and dropping it, but pushing it while I'm dropping it into the same little palette, just to make sure it evens and smooths out. You don't have to do that, but I like to do that so it could be smoother. This is the next glitter I will be using, Adam and Eve. I don't know if you can tell, but this glitter is a lot finer than the previous glitter, so I feel like I just need a little bit of liquid and it spreads out and it covers and coats the whole amount of glitter I put on there. So you can definitely see how much smoother this one is than the previous one. The other one would dry out faster because it has more flakes, more of a pigment to it, and this is pure extra fine glitter, so it's easier to mix and it's a lot prettier, I think, in my opinion, just because you don't need a base or a background to apply this kind of glitter. It will automatically look completely covered and will have no patches. I did finish all 12 of the eyeshadows, and I left them overnight for 24 hours to completely dry before I started this next procedure. And now I will be grabbing a paper towel and I will be using the tile presser and wrapping it around there, twisting it a little bit so I can have a grip, and I will just put it right on top and use my body, because I stand up and I use my body to press it down. You don't have to like completely press it to the point where your fingers are hurting or you're turning red. Just press it down enough, and as you can see on the sides how much it pressed down, so that's how much glitter was pressed down, and you can tell that the pan is a little bit more empty by pressing it down. So that's why you want to put as much as possible without it overflowing. So I do this to all my 12 eyeshadow packs, and this is why I wait 24 hours, because if you don't and you press them, they will leak everywhere and it will just be a disaster. As soon as I'm done pressing all my glitter shadows, I will start putting them into my palette. I put them in the way that I choose, whatever I feel goes with the color next to it. It just comes to me. I move them around until I figure out what I like and how I like it to look. So if it's a gift, obviously you can do it any way you want, but if it's for you and you're specific and picky like I am, you can put it whichever way you please. But I literally put them in, and this will complete the eyeshadow palette. I am now swatching them, and I am just tapping them lightly. And this purple, I'm telling you, it's super fine glitter because it is gorgeous. And you just pat it in your eye. You don't swatch where you put it down and you press it and pull, because this glitter will come out patchy no matter which glitter you use, unless it has a pigment underneath, a color underneath, a background. Then it would be nice and pretty and smear. But this one that I do now, this pink one, is very, very fine, but it is a little patchy, but it's still really pretty. So I am just tapping every single eyeshadow. Some of them I have to feel like I have to go around them because they have sort of a texture, flaky to them, and it doesn't grasp on a lot, and it's fine. Sometimes that happens. Just applying some glitter on your eyes and then putting it on works perfectly, and sometimes you have to break it in a little bit. This is another one of my favorites. This is such a pretty color. And this one does have a pigment to it because I can swatch it and move it up and down, and it fully covers my skin. This pink purple is so pretty, but it was crumbling. It was a little bit more on the dry side. I probably didn't put enough liquid on it, but like I said, I play around with it until it works for me. Another thing you can do is in a little spray bottle, spray some alcohol and spray it over your eyeshadows or any makeup that's drying, especially for the eyes or the face, and that will keep all the dry makeup together. It will just bring it up together and closer, and it won't be breaking or peeling or coming off your face. I will be now showing you all my eyeshadows. This is so far the ones that I have made that are glitter or have pigment to them but still have glitter in them. I really do like them. I don't use them often because I like to use them on special occasions, but I would highly recommend if you do not want to spend $15 on one little pot of glitter eyeshadow to make them yourselves, and also as gifts, they're great gifts. So I really thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for more videos. Thank you.